Hey guys, what's going on? So the Fire Emblem Heroes March update is here. We got 3 new weapon refinements, 2 new modes, as well as a whole bunch of free orbs to be gained if you choose to do the new modes and stuff. In this video I wanted to talk about the new weapon refinements a little bit, as well as both of the new modes that we got, so the Blizz Gardens, as well as the rival domain kind of thing. The video that you guys are watching in the background is of my most recent arena run. I kind of figured it'd be pretty boring just looking at a static screen while I just talked, so I went ahead and recorded something to play in the background. Now let me just say that I did luck out quite a few times in there though, but yeah. Alright, so before I actually get started, since I still remember this time, just wanted to shamelessly advertise my own Discord server here. If you guys are interested in that, definitely check it out, link down in the video description below. Alright, so in this new update, we got 3 new weapon refinements. We got one for Leo, got one for Erika, and we got one for Soren. So Brynhilde, after its refinement, will actually no longer have the gravity effect, which is kind of sad. I was hoping they would buff it into a enemies near the target sort of thing, as well as give it additional effects, but nah, they seem to have done away with it completely. Instead they have completely reworked it. So what it will have now is it sort of has the Great Flame effect, kind of like mirrors, except Leo only needs to have 1 more defense than his opponents to stop them from being able to double him. Though the catch here is that it won't affect melee units. So basically, if any ranged units attack him, the first magic attack will be reduced by 30%, and then if Leo has at least 1 more defense than the opponent, they can't double him. You know, sometimes I wish that Leo could use deflect melee, because that would work so well on him, but unfortunately mages cannot use deflect melee. So it seems like deflect melee is only going to be for brave, you know, to use against brave weapons, which is kind of silly, I think. I don't know. Okay, so next up is Erika's one. Not entirely sure why they decided to make her ability sound so cryptic, but anyways, basically it's a mirror buff sort of thing. What she'll do is she'll copy the highest blue text buff from allies within 2 spaces of her and have those copied buffs applied during combat as opposed to at the start of turn. Right, so for example, if Cordelia is within 2 spaces of Erika and Cordelia is getting Home Flies buff from Azura, then Erika will receive +6 attack and speed during combat. And if, say for example, Faye is around as well and she is getting a hone attack buff of +4, Erika won't copy that if the Cordelia with the home fly buff is around, because she'll only copy the strongest one. She'll copy the higher of the 2, so she won't copy a +4, she'll copy a +6. Also, something that's pretty cool is that Erika herself can receive pre-combat buffs, so you can give, like, say Erika receives a hone attack buff before combat, so she got +4 attack before combat, and then during combat she copies the +6 attack and speed from the Cordelia who's getting home flyers and is like near her or something. So in that case she would be getting +10 attack in combat, as well as the 6 speed from Cordelia because of home flies, you know. So this is just an example. Obviously other stuff will work as well, but yeah, only the highest value one will get a copy and they don't stack, but you can stack the hones and fortifies with her mirror thingy, so that's pretty cool. I guess that's it. So I think with that in mind, I would imagine she would make for a pretty good distant counter sort of unit, because well, she has to stay near her friends to get the buffs, and then she's gonna want to stay near her friends to buff them as well, because remember, Erica is still a buff bot. She's gonna want to be by her friends, and if she's gonna be by her friends all the time, she's gonna be a little bit easier to use as a I guess an enemy phase unit. And enemy phase unit with distant counter, pretty good. Okay, so now that that's out of the way, the next one up is Soren. So he gets a new weapon entirely, actually. Well, he can learn a new weapon once he's 5 stars. It's basically a weapon with a built-in chill attack. So what it does is it scans for the enemy with the strongest power level, like attack wise, and gives them a -7 attack. And you don't have to position him in any way, he just has to exist in the map and be on your team. Otherwise, yeah. But yeah, since the skill is built into his weapon though, he can run a chill something else on his B slot. So meaning that he can be our first sort of double chill guy, meaning he's probably gonna be the chillest dude around, I guess. Yeah, okay. Well, he's really chill now, so. But yeah, if you choose to refine his weapon, he gets the auto effect. So, you know, if he's near his buddies, he gets some stat boost. You guys will know what Altum does. I don't need to explain that shit. Okay, so that is going to be it for the weapon refinements part. Okay, so on to the next order of business. So the Blessed Gardens. Right, so what this mode basically is, it's just a handful of maps picked from the story mode with the units kind of buffed up a tiny little bit. In fact, I'm not even entirely sure on that. I can't really tell. They just die pretty easily, so nothing like in the chain challenges stuff. The gimmick here is only heroes of specific elemental blessings, as well as the legendary heroes themselves, are able to enter the gardens of each element. So a set of different maps per garden basically, and each garden, I guess one garden gets a new map every week, so they don't all get new maps at the same time. However, you do get a decent amount of rewards in the form of, I think, around 20 orbs for free, and like 6,000 feathers, and also about 60 dues and stuff, just for the first time clearing everything inside it. So yeah, definitely worth your time, not to mention the blessings that you do get as well. So yeah, check it out. Okay, so the last thing in the update is the new Rivals Domain mode, which strangely is located in the special map section and doesn't even get its own icon on the world map, it seems. In this mode, you build a team composed of 20 units, and you must in 10 turns try to take down the enemy forts and as many enemies as you can. Your team of 20 can be comprised of units from your friend list, your own units, and it cannot have any duplicate units. Only one dancer allowed also. The teams you fight are all computer generated and not player built units. So that's kind of disappointing, because some of them will have empty skill slots and such. And I guess the gimmick here is that on top of utilizing your friends list units and having the friend list finally serve a purpose now, is that both the enemy team and your team will be receiving reinforcement units as your units continue to fall in battle. This can make it a little bit tougher to take down enemy forts, as sometimes you end up wiping out every single enemy around the enemy fort, only to then not have a unit in range to land a hit on the fort. And then on following turn, all the reinforcements just, you know, appear or teleport or whatever the fuck onto the fort that you just cleared out and wanted to attack. But I guess it should be alright because you can play around it. You can definitely build some units that are situational for these kind of encounters or engagements, whatever. I guess cavalry units and also flying units are gonna be pretty helpful in these kind of situations because you can have the positional advantage. Now this new mode with the introduction of the new bigger maps and the ability to control more than just the 4 units, it really kind of provides a good foundation for IS to be building on in the future. So what I mean is that imagine if we get more, bigger maps and also more maps where you get to control just more than 4 units. Or how about we just don't get the how about we just don't have the 4 unit thing? How about that just becomes a little niche mode within the game itself? Because this whole business where you control more than just the 4 units, it seems a lot more traditional and it seems a lot more fun. Like, I don't know. I guess it's a mobile game, so they don't want the rounds to last too long, but when I pop open this game every time, I don't just sit down for like a quick 5-minute game, and I think I just play it, until my stamina runs fairly low. And despite it being a mobile game, they don't really have to go the route where, oh, they have to make each round only last like 5 minutes or something. I mean, like if you're going somewhere, you can just put your phone asleep, or I mean, they have like bookmarks and stuff as well, so even if you switch the game off to conserve battery, you can come back and finish the fight later on. I'm completely fine with that, so I don't know. I think this would be a good thing, Take us away from the 4v4 thing where you can't really move anywhere. Very kind of feel very boxed in, if I'm using that term correctly. I don't know. But yeah, I don't know. It's very claustrophobic, the existing playstyle kind of thing. Alright, so that concludes everything I wanted to cover in this video. Now, I guess there's still 2 more fights left in my arena video running in the background, so feel free to, check that out. Or if you just want to quit out the video here, that's fine too. But either way, thanks for watching, and I will catch you guys on the flip side.